The government is targeting to raise the food self-sufficiency rate from less than 10% to 30% by 2030.
Climate change can hit us hard. Temperatures soar, oceans heat up, affecting our food supply. Less to buy, less to eat, less food security. That's why we're changing the game.
Singapore's government is promoting the development of food alternatives as a growth industry. For some firms, the lack of land is not a deterrent. Case in point is this startup, whose products include a crab cake substitute that is based on microalgae. The microalgae is mixed with the straining leaves of soybeans and malt, then stirred in a bioreactor and fermented for 3 days. The result is a biomass that can be processed into protein powder to be used for crab cakes and other foods. The company says it requires only 0.02 hectares of land to make 1 ton of what it calls urban protein.
If we can make it here, we prove to the world, even a tiny Singapore without much space, with no fresh water, and we can grow protein at this level. Wow!
Startups are also developing more efficient methods of dairy farming. This firm aims to produce so-called clean milk from mammals by using cell culture technology to reduce reliance on dairy cattle and vast tracts of land. Among livestock, cattle for beef and dairy products are seen as the biggest contributors to greenhouse gases.
We know that current dairy is not sustainable. As a matter of fact, 30% of methane emissions are due to these reasons. Is we're able to produce really high-value components of milk and a lot of these biosimilar milk products that can actually feed the world.
Singapore's government continues to collaborate with companies to improve its food self-sufficiency. One official foresees the day when the country's food tech innovations may be adopted beyond its borders.
I think this is a very unique position that Singapore can play in, given our land constraints, our manpower constraints, and then eventually we will be able to develop the technologies that are exportable.
Okay, let's get a check on the markets.